everyone, welcome to the weekly update. As you can see, there is as much product as we've ever had in the store, and we're in utter chaos right now as everyone in the store is either putting out fish or making people walk backwards or putting out new designs. All of these new stands and canopies just came in this week. We're trying to get ready for the Christmas season as much as we can. You can check out this 110 that is on this Hamilton that is just beautiful. If you are in the market right now for any type of new aquarium, we have as great of a stock as we've ever had of aquarium stands and canopies. Okay, 1989 was a good year for some people. It's an even better time to come buy this 120 saltwater package that we've got. We put an extra discount on top of the discounts that we already offer on all of our setups, and this is what we got. We got a 120-gallon saltwater tank, complete basic setup to get started with, under $2,000. Probably won't see anything like this again, and I have one right now. So one more quick look around. We'll do this in the front of the store, just so you can see some more stands and canopies, some more tanks that came in, and almost every tank has a special right now for the next couple of weeks. You need to just ask about what we have and what we can put together for you. Custom designs are no problem for us. Installs are no problem for us right now while we've still got time to do them before the Christmas break. A couple other things I want to mention real quick, and we'll jump right into the video. This video is a little bit of a test video. We have added coral and plants to the regular freshwater and saltwater fish that we want to show you this week. I need a little bit of feedback to know if you want that in this video or you want two separate videos, mainly because it's going to make this video much longer than it typically is. If you guys don't want to watch a 30-minute video, I don't want to make a 30-minute video. I'd rather make two 15-minute videos. So how about give me some feedback? Do you want it all in one video, or would you rather see it in two separate videos? Now, let's get on to why we're here.
Hi, it's Kevin here. I'm here to show you today some of the best looking things and some of the highlights of what I got in freshwater fish this week. We got a lot of really cool stuff to show you. These are some really nice looking delta tail guppies that we got in. These are some of the best looking guppies we've seen so far this year. They look amazing. We got in some beautiful roseline sharks, also known as Denuntii barbs. Really good community fish, despite the shark name. They're not aggressive whatsoever. I've actually seen them commonly kept in with cardinal tetras in large tanks. We have some really nice looking gold nugget plecostomus that came in. These are a wild caught plecostomus and are more sensitive to water quality than most other algae eaters, so as long as your water quality is on point, they're relatively hardy. Last week, I believe I showed you my beautiful longfin tiger barbs. Well, this week we got in some beautiful longfin rosy barbs. Longfin rosy barbs, just like the longfin tiger barb variety, are not quite as voracious as most other shortfin barbs, so shouldn't be kept with their shortfin counterparts, but are more of a community fish than their shortfin counterparts. These are one of my personal favorites. This is a different color morph of your common tiger barb. These are the beautiful green tiger barbs that we got in this week. They look amazing. They not only have green, they also have hints of turquoise and chartreuse in the coloration. We got in a different color variety of the rainbows in this week. The turquoise and the bozemonis came in really striking once again this week, but these yellow rainbows look stellar and awesome. Highly recommend any of them. On the fancy goldfish, we got in some really nice little lion heads. These cute little dumplings are pretty decent size for the price. Good body shape and a good range in red and white color. These are another one of my personal favorites. These are a dwarf cichlid. These are the Bolivian rams. They are not exactly a true ram. They're basically a miniature geophagus, but very good disposition, very good community fish. Came in looking really nice. We got in some more OTOCINCLUS. These are always in high demand because they're one of the best algae eaters that you can get for a planted tank. They're excellent for eating the algae, including beard algae, that most other fish won't touch, and leaving your plants alone. This is one of my personal favorite nanofish. These are the little ember tetras. Very durable and very hardy despite being a very small fish. Does very well in a planted aquarium. You know I love my psychotic crazy fish. Well, I've got some new psychotic crazy fish in. I've got some African tiger pikes in. These guys get savage barracuda type teeth that you will see jutting out of their faces. They grow larger. Be very careful choosing tank mates and don't keep them with things you cherish too much because they might get eaten. These are little treasures we have not had in a while. These are black phantom tetras. I was starting to question as to if they were actually extinct or not because they've been so difficult to get. We have not been able to lay our hands on them all summer, but we've got them in now. The males are the ones with the higher dorsal fin and more black. The females are the ones with the red fins.
Hi guys, welcome to the weekly update, the saltwater part. Before I show you the fish, I do want to show you guys that we still have this 90-gallon complete setup for $2,999. There's a whole list of things right here. I think it's 11 or 12 different things, but it's an entire setup. It's a complete package already running. So you get everything, single thing that's listed here, sump, skimmer, plumbing, rock, substrate, water, everything for $2,999. So definitely come in and check that out. You also get this cute little pair of Oscillarius clownfish too. So you're definitely going to want to come grab this tank just so you can get those cute little fish in there. But now let me show you some of the really sweet fish that I got in for you guys today. First up, I have a mixture of fish in this tank, and it is probably the prettiest mixture of community fish that I have in any tank right now. I actually saw all their colors in the bucket and I decided to throw them all in here because they're absolutely gorgeous. So in here I have purple queen anthias, I have juvenile blue hippo tangs, and I also have, right there is a small blue side fairy wrasse. So these are all very good community fish. Your purple queen anthias, they will need to eat a couple times a day because they are anthias, and they will get larger than that, but not by a whole lot. Your blue side fairy wrasse is a very, very peaceful wrasse. It can get along with other wrasses because it is a type of fairy. And then those blue hippos, right now they are probably 1.5 inches long, but as most of you guys know, blue hippos get very large, sometimes over a foot in length. So right now all of these guys are small enough that they can go in smaller tanks, but the only one that will outgrow a big small tank are those blue hippos. But these guys, all their colors together make this one of the most gorgeous community tanks that I've seen in a long time. Alright, so I just got this guy in today and he's being a little pouty. This is a boomerang triggerfish. You guys know that triggers are my favorite, so I always try to get different and cool triggers in for you. Go over there, we want to see you. They get that name boomerang by those lines right by their eyes that looks like a brown boomerang on the side of its body. He's got really nice baby blue pearl eyes. These guys can be one of the more aggressive triggers, and they do get fairly large as well, but this guy, just by looking at him, I know he's the only fish in the tank, but he's not trying to bite me, so that's good. He has a great weight on him already. I do recommend him only going with other fairly aggressive tank mates. As smaller community fish, he's probably going to beat them up pretty bad. But this is a trigger that I don't get in very often. Not quite such a rarity, but just something that is a little bit more special in the triggerfish world. He's beautiful and he's really showing off for you guys today. Oh my goodness. Definitely come grab him if you're looking for a showstopper trigger or just a showstopper aggressive fish for your fish tank. Alright guys, up next is this gorgeous gold and blue high fin snapper. So this guy does get very large. So definitely you'll need a big fish tank, and as a snapper, a lot of smaller fish that can fit in his mouth, this guy might go after as well. Now he has that really nice eye spot on his tail that serves as a form of camouflage, tricking predators into thinking that that's going to be his actual face, when in reality it is not. High fin snappers do have that really gorgeous gold color, and then that electric blue, almost like a periwinkle baby blue. He's got some spots on his face, and then those lines carry back through that black stripe running all the way down his body as well. Hyphen snappers do need a very protein and meat-rich diet in order to maintain good body quality and things like that. But hyphen snappers give you a lot of color and a lot of activity. And this guy really is this guy's a showpiece. His streamers on his dorsal fin and his caudal fin will get longer with age. This guy is stunning, and again, like some other fish, I don't get them in very often. So if you're looking for something that's a lot different than some things that I typically carry, and you're looking for that fish that really just screams wow, definitely come check out the hyphen snapper. Another beautiful community anthias that I got in today are the tiger queens. So I got in the purple queens, and then these guys are the tiger queens. Tiger queen anthias are absolutely stunning. They are a great community fish. They do very well in a group. I think I have 6 of them in here right now. They are absolutely gorgeous. They have that really nice pink color with that coral colored stripes on their back, then that really nice yellow line right there on their face like you just saw. These guys add a lot of color and a lot of movement to any community reef tank. They are reef safe. They do very well in reef tanks. They like all the rock work, the crevices, and things like that for them to hide in. Now, because they are anthias, they will need to be fed a couple times a day, just like the purple queens and your lyre tails. I really can't say enough about them. This is one of my favorite type of anthias personally, so anytime that I see them on the order, I do try to order as many as possible. If you're looking for something for a community fish tank that gives you color and activity, come get the tiger queens. So next up is an indigo hamlet grouper. You heard that right. This is a grouper. This is a small grouper. This is a dwarf species of grouper, if you want to call them that. This one right now is only 4 inches, and he's only going to get about 6 inches in total size. So you can really see how he gets that name indigo by his really dark blue coloration. And if you look at his eye, he's got an electric green eye, and then it looks like his face is lit up in neon lights with that really nice blue design work. Now, even though it's a smaller species of grouper, this guy will still eat any small fish that fit in his mouth, but the fish are going to have to be a lot smaller because, like I said, these guys do not get very large at all. So if you have a little bit of a smaller aquarium and you've always wanted a grouper, but obviously can't get any of the super large ones, this indigo hamlet grouper is going to be the absolutely perfect specimen for you to add to your tank. So for the first time in ages, I've gotten in a Harlequin Sweet Lips. Now these guys, as most of you know, sometimes have a little bit of a harder time switching over to frozen food. A lot of times they only go after live food like ghost shrimp and guppies. Now with some patience and some perseverance, you can have these guys transfer over onto frozen food, just like I talk about when I talk about the lionfish. Now Harlequin Sweet Lips are one of the most stunning fish in the entire ocean. Tell me how you're gonna find another fish that's brown and white with those spots and ombre color work on his fins in the ocean. You're not. These guys, for real, are one of the most breathtaking fish. They are beautiful. Now, they are in the snapper family, so any small fish, obviously, because I talked about the guppies, if he's hungry and they fit in his mouth, he's gonna eat them. So make sure that we only place him with fish that are his size or bigger, just to make sure that he's not gonna munch on any of his tank mates. But Harlequin Sweet Lips, I have a lot of showstopper fish this week, and so I'm still gonna use that phrase again. This is a showstopper. This is going to be the star of your tank. So if you're looking for something super cool, gorgeous, beautiful, different, that really has long flowing fins, you're definitely gonna wanna come get this Harlequin Sweet Lips. So this guy right here is a little spotted trunkfish. These guys have a lot of different names, so you might know it by something a little bit different, but the name that he came in with was the spotted trunkfish. He's got those really nice blue polka dots all over his body. He's got those really nice horns that it looks like right above each eye, and then he even has them on his back below his tail as well. He's got those sharp little spine things. That's very scientific of me. This guy is really cute right now. He's very small. He's probably 1 inch in length. He's got a really good personality, as you can see him coming up to the glass as we're right here in front talking about him and things like that. Again, these guys are a little bit tricky to get to eat frozen food. I am trying to go ahead and get them on that, although ghost shrimp are probably going to be a lot safer of an option if we want to try this guy to get him eating. He's so cute. They do get pretty big, so just make sure that he's really small right now, and they're slow growers. So you won't have to upgrade if you have a smaller tank for a while. Just know that at some point, if you want to keep him, you will need a little bit of a larger tank. But he's so cute, and everyone just stands here and looks at him. But instead of just coming and looking at him, someone please take him home. He's so cute. So this guy right here, I've had for a long time. The only reason why he's still here is because he hides so much. A lot of people don't even know that he is actually still in the tank. This is an orange spot prawn goby, one of the most beautiful gobies you can have. Gonna stay a little bit smaller. He's got those really bright, like neon orange polka dots all over his body. He's got those really nice white eyes with that black stripe, like some of your other gobies too. This guy right now is kind of small, which is why he's able to hide in the rock. He is eating super well. He has a lot of good weight on him. Like I said, this guy is super colorful for a goby, and this is a pretty rare goby for me to get in. I really don't see them very often. I think this is the first one I've been able to get in almost since I've been here. So come and get him if you have a smaller nano tank, BioCube, anything like that. He's hiding in my tank, but once he gets comfortable in yours, he will be out. You'll see him on the rocks, and he's out right now too, and he does come out to feed. This is a beautiful goby at a very nice price point as well. So if you're looking for a goby that's a little bit different than some of your typical ones, like your yellow watchman and things like that, come get my orange spot prawn goby.
Hey guys, it's Ryan. I'm the guy who takes care of all the plants and stuff here. We got some really cool stuff in, so we figured we'd update you with some plants this week as well. Let's go take a look. In this first tank, we've got a whole bunch of swords going on, some various sizes, some ocelots, some melons, red flame, just a good variety going on. Low light, really don't need CO2. Of course, all your plants would love a little extra fertilizer. You don't have to have that though. Be an excellent tall background plant or a good middle ground plant for you to take home and play with. Okay, so our next one is Kabamba. Really excited to have this because it is easy to grow. It will grow fast as it wants to, and it will not shed its needles or anything like your hornwort will. Excellent plant to start off with, and I'm really happy to have it because we haven't had it in forever. So, we're making progress. So, one of my favorite foreground plants here, your cryptocorn WENDTII. I've got a green and a red variant. Can't tell that the red right now. Give it a few weeks, they'll turn and color up. Excellent little plant, will grow as big as they want to. Low light plant, and you'll just have them kind of grow as a little shrub that you'd have it in front of your front door at your house. So here we have the LUDWIGIN triple red. Has the name triple red because as it grows from the bottom to the top, it will start getting this dark shade of red to a lighter shade of red. Excellent way to get your first kind of pop of color. Doesn't require a whole lot of light and doesn't really require a whole lot of fertilization. You might want to start looking at iron dosing if you have a good group of them, but it's a good way to start getting the color in your tank. So here's another one of my favorite kind of taller plants, good for background. Excellent slow grower. It's Hygrophila penitophyta. When it gets fat and happy and it's a submerged grown, it will be like a red palm tree. It'll keep all those variegations in the leaf and striations and just gets this nice orange and red color on it. Really low light plant, and same thing as like the LUDWIGIN. You may want to look at dosing some iron, but you really shouldn't need to. And then this is probably one of my favorite plants, your BOOCE philandra. I've got Catherine, wavy green, dark carpet. There's a few different types here. They're an epiphyte plant, which means they grow off the rhizome much like a nubius will. And you can use the roots to glue to rock or wood or anything like that, and it'll continue to grow off the rhizome and kind of grab into whatever you attach them to. Excellent low light plant. I mean, pretty much keep them like you would a nubius. They don't care about fertilizers. And all right, so we have water wisteria here. It's an excellent kind of first plant, starter plant. will grow like a weed, doesn't require a whole lot of light, and can take over, and you can have this just propagate itself till your tank's full and you got to throw it away. So we have moneywort here. Yes, Richard, it is a type of bacopa. Quit crying about it. It's an excellent low light plant. It is a quick grower. I got these Friday afternoon and they've already put 2 or 3 inches on. It does not take much to get them to look good, get them to grow. And yet again, it's another easy one that you can chop into and propagate and have take over your tank. You can get that nature kind of starting to go in your tank, and it's a great introduction to a planted tank. So here we have 2 different types of pogo stem and stellatas. You have a broadleaf and a narrowleaf. Excellent little plant, will grow as tall as you'll let it. And the really nice part about this too is it's an excellent way to add some pinks and reds to your tank, because as it gets closer to the light and it gets taller, the leaf structure will change and you'll start getting that introduction of some really nice color in the tank. This one would like a little bit of fertilizer. You can feed a little bit heavier and that'll help do that for you, not a problem. But another one of my favorite plants. So just to end this up, thank you guys for watching. Check us out on social media if you have any other questions. But before we go, we do have our tissue cultures back in stock. There's some nice Anubias, some CRYPTs. I've got Renekii Mini still here, some Cuba, just some nice pest-free, sanitary, and clean plants to add to where you don't have to worry about snails and everything.
Alright guys, Hayden here. Cat's forcing me to do this video, like always. Thanks, Cat. But today I'm going to be spotlighting some corals, so let's get started. Alright, so here's the first coral. It's going to be a hammer coral. Normally pretty beginner friendly, medium light, medium flow. Basically you can put him anywhere in the tank and he'll be happy. Just make sure you don't put like a gallon of RO water in at a time and they'll be fine. Alright, and here is a rose bubble tip anemone. It is a soft coral. Pretty easy to take care of. I would not throw it in as soon as you finish cycling. They require about low to medium flow, and they like to be fed about once a week with some chunkier stuff, sardines, something like that, piece of shrimp. Very easy to take care of. Alright, here we have pipe organs. This is also a very beginner-friendly coral. Easy to care for. The worst thing about them, though, as soon as you touch them, they like to crumble. So be careful if you ever decide to move it. Other than that, they're awesome. Get some good flow and some good color from them. Alright, and here we have a couple different types of Acropora. There's Millipora, stuff like that. There's a couple named, PC Rainbow, Purple Bonsai, stuff like that. Acros are very difficult to care for, require high light, high flow, and any swings in calcium, alkalinity, or magnesium, and they normally don't make it long after that. An auto top off is a definite must for these guys. Alright, and here we have a couple different types of mushrooms. There's Discoma and Rhodactis. Very easy to care for, probably one of the first corals I would throw in there whenever you just got done cycling, just kind of test the waters. They don't care where you put them at all, and there's so many different kinds. My personal favorite coral. Alright, here we have GSP or green star polyps. It is so easy to care for, most people consider it a pest coral. But the best thing to do with it is either put it on its own rock, or I like to put it on the back wall, and it kind of looks like grass flowing. But if you want a very beginner-friendly coral, green star polyp or GSP is definitely the one for you.
So, here we have multiple variations of zoas. Radioactive dragon eyes, Vulcan's blood, goonsters, gorilla nipples. These are our pally, Similar in family, but not the same. They get bigger than zoas do. Up here we have more zoas. We got rostas, more goonsters. What we got there? Those are SB Aphrodites, magicians. These are pally. If you look at them, there's a difference. One stays small, one gets big. These are Gatorades. We have numerous amounts of zoas and palithoas. Come down and see us. So here we have some SPS. No, not the stick variety. This is the encrusting variety. So they encrust across, spreading. They like to be a little bit higher light, a little bit more flow. We got numerous different types. Come down and see us and get you one. So maybe you noticed that our voices changed during these videos. That's because my partner, Hayden, was doing the first beginning of the show. I ended up finishing it off. I'm Jonathan. I am your coral specialist here at Fishy Business. We have multitudes of different types of corals all the time, changing, rotating out, growing new ones, chopping new ones, getting new ones in. Come on down and see us, buy you some coral.
Thank you guys for paying attention to the weekly update. If you made it long enough to get to the end of the video, here's a little bonus for you. This weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we are running a sale on live plants. Buy 3, get 1 free, and that's of all equal, lesser value plants. So we never do that, and that's the bonus for sticking around as long as you did. God bless and have a great week.